I hope you would have studied research methodology in semester 2 of MCOM. So all of you know very well the basics of research methodology. Okay, whatever is written on the board, it may not be new for you. Okay, this is index for the project report which you are going to prepare for MCOM course or any PG course like MBA, MCOM, comparatively MBS, MMS. You can use this methodology, you can use this index for the purpose of preparation of project report. So overall I have written 8 chapters here. Chapter number 1 is introduction, which inculcates the theoretical background. Okay, now we have 2 batches. One is accounting and taxation, another one is business administration. The topics may differ. For example, for accountancy student, for example, topic is a study of techniques of financial statement analysis used by ABC Limited company. That is a topic for accountancy student. Same way for business administration student, the title would be a study of labor welfare policies adopted by Bajaj Auto Limited for its employees during a period of past 5 years. These are the titles of your projects, you know, and you have to travel throughout your project preparation to the point of view of your title of the project. Your objective, your hypothesis should be related, it should correlate with your title of the project. You know. So first topic is introduction. So theoretical background of ratio analysis for accounting student. For example, I am telling. For administration student, we will write theoretical background of welfare policies. What are welfare policies? How these are implemented into different industries. Okay. In introduction, you have to introduce about the policies implemented in your company where you are doing your project. Okay. So 2 to 3 pages introduction, 1 or 2 pages you can write. Okay. Then company profile is the second chapter in which you have to take the information about company, the names and addresses of the directors, nature of business of the company, product of the company, color pictures of that product, production process, whatever you can put, you can make it attractive. So company profile will have 3-4 pages depending upon the size of the company. If it is partnership firm, then names of the partners and business of that particular firm, that you will have to show here in company profile. Okay. The third is review of literature. Review of literature is what? Review of literature means the study of past studies done by different researchers on your title. How many people have studied labor welfare up to this point of time? That you have to find out. Now how to find out? That I will tell you. Okay. Then research methodology. 4 points I have written in methodology. Number 1, objectives of the study. Objectives of the study. When you write objectives of your project, you have to write at least 4 objectives, 3 to 4. You can write 5, 6 also, but 3 to 4 objectives you can write. For example, I'll teach you how to write objectives. For ratio analysis project, the objective how we will write, to study, you shall start the sentence with the word to study. To study the effectiveness of ratio analysis in financial statement analysis. To study the different types of ratios. These are objectives. For a business administration student, how he or she should write objectives. Number 1, to study the different types of labor welfare policies. To study the impact of policies implemented in Bajaj Auto, whatever is your name of the company. This way you have to start your objective. To study, to understand, to clarify. This way you have to write. Got it? Next is hypothesis of the study. Now hypothesis is single, hypothesis is plural word. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is an initial judgment in the mind of a researcher at the start of the study. जब भी आप कोई प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट करते हो तो आपको बहुत नॉलेज है उसमें, ऐसे नहीं होता है, कुछ आप सोचते हो उसके बारे में. That is called as hypothesis. Your first impression about some title is called as hypothesis. It works as a lighthouse as lighthouse guides to the ships in sea water. This way hypothesis guides your project on right track. Now I will give it, for same example I will write hypothesis. For ratio analysis topic, hypothesis is what? It seems that ratio analysis is a better technique as compared to common sense statements for financial statement analysis. This is hypothesis. See the language. For labor welfare project, what shall be hypothesis? It seems that labor welfare policies, if properly implemented, it changes the work life and personal life of a worker. This is called as hypothesis. जो आपको लगता है टॉपिक शुरू करने के बाद उसको बोलते हैं hypothesis. So you just try to understand the language, what I am saying. In research methodology, there is a predominant importance for a language. Is that which tense you are using? Okay. This way hypothesis you have to write. If you are a PhD student, then you have to test this hypothesis after your data analysis, primary data analysis, secondary data analysis. You will have to use different statistical techniques like t-test, f-test, z-test, ANOVA, MANOVA, chi-square test. These are the tests which you will have to apply for testing of hypothesis. But it is for PhD, that is further part. I am telling just for your reference, your understanding. Then limitations of the study. What is limitation of the study? You have to justify, you have to mention, my study is limited to automobile industries in Pimpri-Chinchwad region only. So whatever conclusions you are going to write, it will be related to that particular area and particular domain. Otherwise it will be a bold statement. So you have to provide the limitation. Your time period, 5 years period, 10 years period, kitna? That will be your limitation. Area, geographically, where you are studying, for which industry, which sector, automobile, chemical, konsa. So you have to provide the limitation. My study is limited to 5 years and it is for automobile industry and within Pimpri-Chinchwad area only. This is called a limitation. This way, scope of the study you have to write, in which we will write how your study will be important for the upcoming students or industries, those who are industry professionals, how they can get help after your study. That is the scope of your study. Then comes data analysis and interpretation. Friends, data is of two types. One, primary data, focus. Primary data is what? The data which is collected by a researcher from field work, which is original data. It is not copied from anywhere. 4 methods are there for finding out primary data: questionnaire, interview, observation, and case study. These are the 4 methods. Secondary data is what? The data which is there in books, journals, magazines, internet websites, which is the ready-made data for all of you. That is secondary data. You have to analyze that data. I will teach you how to conduct data analysis. It is a separate chapter. I will give you a detailed lecture. I will deliver a lecture on it separately. Don't worry. Okay. Then comes findings and conclusions. This is almost end part. What are your findings, major findings of your study? That you have to write point to point, conclusions point to point related to your data analysis. Then some suggestions and recommendations for the readers of your research. Okay. And last one is reference. Which internet websites you have followed? If books are there, journals, magazines, bibliography. And bibliography contains the internet website which we have used. Okay. Thank you. That's all.